Hello, Bill Clinton. 69 420 12342. What is up, bro? Yo, what's good, YouTube chat as well? Hello, Squadron. That was good timing. I just watched the Bet Boom video. Yo, let's fucking go, BTUD8645. Greetings from Germany. Hello, Mr. German man. Greetings from the US. I stayed up till 3 a.m. just to see Jacob throw. Real Garmer? No. I'm not the real Garmer. I'm YouTube channel not Garmer, actually. I'm an imposter. Yo, thank you for the resub K4. Thank you, brother. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Let me get this off real quick. Oh, fuck. What am I doing? I'm fumbling so bad right now. Okay. We're good. I am here for Faze's continuous downfall. How cooked is Faze? Guys. Also, thank you. Did I say thank you for the resub K4? Thank you for the resub K4. Almost a year. Yo, God bless, brother. Guys, here's the deal, right? Faze is probably going to stink at this event. What can be done? They're a completely new roster. I guess not completely new. They just added one new player. They already kind of playing with Netanyahu, but like... give him a little bit of time, man, okay? Give him a little bit of time, man. Guys, Jay Boner didn't look too bad, though. I want to watch that game because I haven't seen any of the games. Do you guys want to... should we just talk about Faze first? And watch the Faze game and then talk about other things as they come up? I think that's what we should probably do today. Let's just yap about Faze. HLTV is currently going through it. I don't like to see this. HLTV currently is trying to load, but they just don't know how. Is this for anyone else or just me? Jay Boner is the GOAT. Just unlucky he's on a tier 3, tier 14. I agree, bro. It's not his fault. He'd probably have better odds on Big Academy at this point. Waiting for the follow, Kaiser. My HLTV is fine. Okay, I just have AIDS then. It is what it is. What can be done? What can be done? See how delayed... dude, yeah, I didn't, like, actually watch the tournament today. But I saw, like, obviously it's in China time, right? So all these games were going on at, like, 1 a.m. Why the fuck were there still games going on like 2 hours ago, bruh? It was the delay that fucking bad? They had like, what, 8 BO1s? How did that take 12 hours for 8 BO1s? What the fuck are we doing? Hello! HLTV load, bro! I don't get it. Dude, I've been sitting here waiting for it to load for like 20 minutes. What is happening? Let me go incognito tab. Does that ever work? Try a different browser. You're right. Opera stinks, bro. I don't know why I have this shit-ass browser. Let me go to Internet Explorer. I mean Microsoft Edge. Holy shit, it works. But I don't have my ad blocker on here, bro, so I'm just getting spammed by ads. I have an idea. This can work. Please. Hello, Fartmore. How was your day? Love from Sweden. It was good, bro. How was your day? Love from United States. Dude, this browser is so dog shit. Yo, Bill Clinton with the profile sign. I got you, bro. Post your profile in the Discord. In the profile signs, make sure I can comment. I will get to you eventually. You called Edge Internet Explorer. I forgot that that was not called Internet Explorer. Is that kind of an uncle moment? I don't know. How long ago did they switch the name of it? All right, bro. I'll just use Edge for right now. It is what it is. Let me go to results. To Faze Tai Lu. It's not a good look. I'll be honest. Wait, what if I did this really quick? I can't, bro. Oh! It works if I use a private tab. Holy Johnson. And it still has my ad blocker. Holy Johnson. Okay, something's wrong with my cookies, bro. I don't know what's going on here. Guys, Faze versus Tai Lu. Do you stream and record YouTube videos in the same room? I moved homes about 2 weeks ago. I'm still gonna have... I still have some videos being edited by editors from the old house. I think there's actually one. There's gonna be one video from the old house that's still gonna be posted, where it's gonna switch back to the old room one last final time, bro. One last final time. We'll be switched back to the old room, and then it's gone forever. Also, guys, I have heard that it was pretty bad. Okay, it was pretty bad. This whole event and all of the issues they had. It sounds like it was kind of a fucking disaster. Anyways, they didn't even get farmed by Jam Young. They got farmed by Mercury and G. That's not a good look. Twist, Netanyahu, even Frozen is ruined. How the fuck is Frozen even ruined at this point? I want to watch this game and see how they play. I'm interested to see how FaZe played. I'm very interested in this game. I don't know how many of you guys all watched this. This game was one of the games that happened early. This happened at 3:45 a.m. for me, so I did not see it at all. Oh, God. Do they have highlights on YouTube? Yo, kick VODs are so ass, bro. I cannot seriously watch this. Surely there's already a YouTube recap. Faze versus Tai Lu. They have one in Mongolian cast. Faze versus Tai Lu, XSE Pro League 2026. There's no English. Oh my God. Highlights. Did we watch the full game? I kind of want to watch the full game, not just the highlights. Whatever, bro. We'll just do the kick VOD. Let me log in so we can get 1080p. No, guys, this tournament does seem horrible. How the fuck does this tournament have a $1 million prize pool, by the way? Oh God, the audio. Dude, I open up the kick chat to this game and just the first message I see is Tiananmen Square, bro. Dude, what if Tai Lu all got kicked off the server in that moment? That would have been lit. What if the entire stream crashed? What is this? Yeah. Highlights, bro. Like, I guess we'll just watch the highlights and see what happens. I'm not fucking with the kick VOD. All right, let's see how bad this was.
Yes, they've got them kind of all around the world. They try to bake.
What the fuck is this audio? Are we dead ass right now?
As if they're heading towards the B site, but now Nietzsche is going to have to try and hold the line.
Oh my god. This might be the worst tournament of all time, bro. Are we dead ass right now? Okay, let's go Netanyahu.
As all the T's come
Nice!
on
Nice!
the site. Good hold.
I'm cheering for Faze, even though I know they lose. I want Faze to be good, bro. I actually don't mind the new Faze roster. We'll watch Parivision after this.
Between him and Twitch.
Jam Young alone.
Not
Kills
able to
J
deny
Boner.
the bomb plant, but a 4-on-2 retake kicking off.
Yeah, you're right. That is a really nice hold to begin with. So bomb plant's like half the fight here for Tyler, but nonetheless, it should be Faze on the way to a bit of a retake. G and Jam Young, they get a headshot each. Oh, Jam Young again, taking down.
She's just better than all of Faze.
To the 1 versus 1, and now all of a sudden, Nature in a lot of trouble. He's low on health, and I don't see a defuse.
It's over,
anywhere.
bro.
Jam
Young's the greatest player of all time.
Here, another tag puts him down to
He is 1v4 Faze on the pistol round.
Away from death here. What looked like a great start for Faze with a 2-1 trade. Even if they give it the bomb plant, they should be fine in that position. But this clock is simply run out to make mistakes.
Okay, hold on. I need to fix my camera. Give me 3 seconds. Who has worse production? Garmer Twitch channel or XSE Pro League? Oh, brother, what happened? Ooh! That's kind of perfect. Hold on. Whoa. No. That's like perfect. We just slammed that shit out of the park.
So if you can
next
get
round
back early on here, that would be huge. And I guess also worth pointing out, we're on the CT side here, off Anubis for Faze, and already look at the charge.
J-Bone double D.
J-Bone getting 2 kills, frozen.
Did the tech issues? What? How is that even physically possible? There are 4 players coming out camera, and bro is clueless. Did the tech issues also mess with the headphones? Did the tech issues disconnect them from TeamSpeak? Oh, dude, I'll cover some of the roster moves after this.
On here, that would be huge. And I guess also worth pointing out,
yo, 4 coming through camera, by the way.
Anubis for Faze, and
I guess bro's trying to lock down main.
Getting 2 kills,
Mercury can't believe his fucking eyes.
The MP9, and Mercury finally takes down Twists, and they've got the bomb site, but not the bomb. Oh my god! Up, and Jacob,
everyone's talking shit on Jacob, and look,
catches Mosier just as he's about to go and assist Mercury, and they will make it work. Faze,
you can already tell by the momentum. Faze blows them out.
Assist Mercury, and they will make it work. Faze, because when
how did we just teleport from 1 to 3, bro? I need to see how they lost that round. Okay.
You can really infiltrate the middle there.
Doesn't matter. The unimportant rounds.
A lot more fun to watch.
It's called highlights. Bro, how is the round after you win your first gun round and then losing? How is that not a highlight round, bro?
So, we got that new hole in the wall, and the aggression that comes from it is just what we saw here with Jacob pushing down. Nate2 on the other side. Tyler going to get a free bomb plant here.
Zero is
look at them go
his way around the back as well. He wanted to be that lurk position, but Twitch
3v2 retake.
Bomb now
they're losing this. J-Bone hasn't gotten a kill since those 2 Deegs. He has the op.
Up on the Heaven's side as well. Here.
Only a $1 million tournament, true.
Phase. Like, they can quickly get into a crossfire.
That wasn't them that made the highlights.
If they could, they also have a
they're clueless. Yo, insane retake, fellas.
Even matter. Look at the double spray. The CTs have quick.
Whoa.
Pushing. They have to, right? There's 3.
how does Tyloo just like keep getting rounds, bro? How are we on a highlight page and the Tyloo rounds just slowly go up, and I don't even understand how. I guess Faze just save fully. Anyways, I've never once had success pushing a mid smoke on this map, bro. There's always some motherfucker holding this shit, dude. Jerking they dick sitting around the corner holding this. Jam Young jerking his dick holding this.
The CTs have to push.
It's over.
Not even a question. They made this choice up.
Wow, how did he get to?
Almost ready. Surprised he didn't get the flick on the twist, who instead gets a double.
J-Bone has a good angle. If he goes for this wide swing, it should be a kill going towards Faze. But Messiah is keeping himself alive. They still have to push
J-Boner baiting Frozen.
Headshot on point. And now J-Bone pulls out the USP.
J-Bone
Gets the frag. Still comes through with the AWP. And
yo, 10 more years of Faze J-Boner. Good clutch, bro. He fully baited Frozen, but he's a better player than Frozen, so you know that's the pecking order right there. Wow.
He's ready for the fight, and so is J-Bone actually picking up
what a fucking guy
with the AWP.
Look at him, fellas.
Takes down G. He has slaughtered all of them outside
oh my
the
goodness.
B-bomb site, leaving Jam Young.
A breakout performance here.
8-3.
Huge.
Yo, thank you for the sub, Jelly.
Really
Jelly DND, thank you, brother.
I actually really like this boost because that's one of the downsides.
Dude, he looks like
when the window wasn't there,
bait twist. Let's fucking go. Good trade. Yo, keep baiting these shitters, bro.
Bowen, so hold that thought for a second. He feels like he is snappy on the draw when it comes to
he's good, bro. J-Bone is good. The people didn't believe.
Surely a couple of people there. Jacob, he can't keep it going.
All right, 2v2.
It's a nice one in the first
Where's
kill
J-Boner?
But it leaves
oh my god, flank with the AWP.
in an awkward position. J-Bone and Natu now. Quick headshot taking down G, but Mercury's ready. And yeah, he's coming around the long side here. J-Bone is wrapped all the way through middle. AWP versus AK, and Mercury, he's now hiding down towards the connector. USP's been drawn out. That's a little bit interesting, but hasn't found a target just yet. And Mercury just has to hide. Like, that clock is running
a kid. This is
down
fine.
pretty quickly here. Tries to check it out.
No.
Not going to find anyone. Oh, he's up on the other side, up on the plateau instead, looking for
yo,
the
unlucky,
no-scope,
bro.
I think. What's
unlucky.
happening on this map? Just, you know, take a look at the minimap and kind of get a sense of it. You can see that Jacob's also kind of taking a look over at B. It's going to be Mercury.
All I'm going to say is at this moment, J-Boner 9-4, Netanyahu 7-6. Netanyahu an anchor. Netanyahu the A anchor. Worst position on this entire map. Jacob 4-6, Frozen 5-6, Twist 5-4. When are we getting Netanyahu and Joe Biden on a real team? I can't watch this anymore. What's the highest face it rating you've ever had? Like a 1.6 or a 1.7, I think, but I would have to check.
Curry though, dropping Natu as they did fall back from that early advantage.
I'm too shuttered out to get a yellow rating, but maybe I got one once.
Position as long as they could. Missed shot there for J-Bone, but Twist is taking down players left and right. He'll find a headshot on Jam
J-Bone
Young.
kills him. It's just so easy for him.
G with an
G is not killing J-Boner.
He does have the kit or the
yeah, it's over. Look at him. He's 11-4, man.
They're calling him Joe Biden in the chat, Vince, because he missed some of the shots earlier. But you're gonna have to come up with another nickname for him now.
Oh god.
Let's see if the Tech Knights could do anything. They're quick on the A bombs. Like need to. Important spray down. But this is chaos and madness.
Oh god. Why do they look so? Why do they look so goobery? Why do they look so geeked out, bro?
For jumping, I hate everything about that.
That was an unfortunate hold. They're just both sitting.
The jump up. I don't know why
sitting on
were
site
in any of those positions.
Shitting their pants.
They've given up the middle, and then they suddenly were essentially doing a 360 defense.
Look at Jacob go.
Around here for Faze so far.
I killed that guy.
Taking down Jacob. Again, once you got that kill,
it's fine. J-Boner's alive.
Teammates to do anything more than that. A dink onto Frozen. He's low on health. And
wait, this is 6-6 half. How the fuck does Frozen win this on 14 health?
Seventh round, in spite
just kidding. It was a 7-5
not having
half.
a lot to go into this one with. So honestly,
a lot of his kills were static kills with the AWP. What's he going to get done on the T side? We're going to have to wait and find out. But this is a flash hit, flashes, and then just rushing straight into the site. But then Mercury with those dualies.
Hold on, let me look at this Faze execute real quick.
I'm rushing done on the T side. We're going to have to wait and find out.
They have 4 people stacked on site. They got read like a book. Holy Tyloo anti-strat. 4 fucking people on site. Where's one? Is that mid? Is he just sitting in mid? They fully just gambled B because they knew. You guys can't even see the map. Hold on. Let me move my shit. You can't even see the map. Oh. Wait, I want to move the whole thing. You 4 people on site, 1 mid. Holy anti-strat. Twist, you cannot be getting hard red like this already, bro. Are we for real?
This is a flash hit. Flashes and then just rushing straight into the site. But then Mercury with those dualies.
Yeah, another set of dualies behind them on 0. Not a bad idea for Mercury. I do like this.
9-5. Haven't won a single T round yet. Twist, I need you to call something big here, buddy.
Oh, mate, so once that smoke starts to fade,
Are we defaulting?
The barrel is
defaulting.
Wow! Give his position away, and it will allow that fast rotation to come in. But the snapshots from
What
Zero
happened?
on point as he picks up 2.
Okay.
The downside for him though is his team has lost control over A.
This is a W round.
Jam Young close
It was just a full default and it kind of
down,
worked.
anticipates the plant position, but can't connect the shots.
That was very fast from Zero. Kind of keeps them in the round now. Unfortunately, though, for Tai Lu, the
Kixon
bomb
is still out there.
Ticking away slowly but surely.
I may have bad news.
They do not have a kit. There's one.
I don't think he actually really is still out there.
So
I think he's pretty
this is
locked
have to be a
in
10-second defuse
to
or
Aurora.
no defuse at all. It's more likely at this stage. Jam Young
good shit,
almost
Twist.
getting
You're
shot
not
at the back.
washed.
It's going to be the face.
They have a very good read of the situation.
Bro. With the positions on the map, a B crunch is a pretty good call here. 3 people main, 1 E-box, 1 holding mid-rotate. This is a good call. But I know they're about to run through the smoke and get fucking flattened.
But they're looking for those rotations, pick up the stragglers. Mercury, meanwhile, no flash preceding the peak, but they still
Honestly, did not go that bad. That went way better than I thought it was going to go.
get the entry frags.
Wait, J-Bone with the AWP is the one solo flanking? How did he end up in this position?
Yeah, in spite of the team kill as well. 13
Why
seconds
is he
here. The bomb
lurking?
is being planted now.
With the
Thailand
AWP.
kind of stood their ground. They didn't move as much
Rops
as
is
Faze
an
would have
AWPer.
wanted to. Faze were looking for
It's
someone
not
to be
gonna matter.
aggressive somewhere and that they could pick them off. That was the whole part of the plan
Easiest
there.
kill of
Jabot
J-Boner's
is
life.
sneaking in
I can't
and
believe my eyes
shooting
right
for
now.
the CT side when they pick up rifles again because I think they're feeling the pressure now for sure.
Oh, big.
Bro. Oh my god. What am I watching? Oh, hell no,
When they pick up
bro.
rifles again because I think
We're taking B. Jacob running into sight, trying to entry for his team.
they're feeling the pressure now for sure.
Unfortunately, you can only clear so many corners, I guess. He took a gamble and failed. He's in the site alone.
Oh, big.
Teammate fully blind, mowing a smoke down. Other 2 teammates still behind the smoke.
Goes in for a second onto Frozen, and now he's traded up to the AK.
Oh.
Triple spray comes in for Mercury, down at 6 HP. May not realize that Jay Bowen's already moved into jail, but he's encircled by
Okay,
CTs.
he's him.
It's a
Look at
nice
J-Bone
flip,
go.
finishes off the weakened Mercury, and puts this
He's
round back
good.
under
He's
repair.
so good.
However, Zero
He did everything he
nullifies
could,
him,
man.
and now Nietu down into a 2-on-1. They know he's in con, and they have a rifle
Then Yahoo
alongside Zero.
versus Use. Oh my
What a
god.
disaster up against the Deagle here. An A2.
Oh.
Can he finish it? Spray is good. He's almost got it. The grenade doesn't
Don't lose
connect
this,
either,
bro.
and now he's pushing out. AWP on the other side. It's
Ooh. Yo, J-Bone, J-Bone mechanically looks kind of fire, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was pretty horrific spacing, though. Yeah, that's some of the worst spacing, one of the worst site executes
On the
I've
CT
ever
side
seen
when
in my entire life, truly.
they pick up rifles.
Like, this is fucking horrible. I get, who's that back throwing util? Who's Zero? Is that Twist or J-Bone? J-Boner. It's J-Bone. Okay, J-Bone util bitch. In the back throwing util. I mean, this is just the worst spacing I've ever seen, man. Like,
they're feeling the pressure now.
listen, guys, as an entry, I don't want to defend Jacob too bad here, right? As an entry, a lot of times you have like set pathing that you go on and like set things that you clear while your teammates are supposed to clear other angles or trade you from other angles, right? So maybe in Faze's strat, it's like Jacob comes out here and he just fully clears all of this in dark. Now, obviously, he like has a brain. He could have checked his corner if he wanted to, but I'm assuming bro is not supposed to be this far out on site alone. There's just no way. Like, the spacing is so bad. Sure. And then they get a ghost call. Someone is in the smoke. Frozen is lighting that fucker up. He's just lighting that fucker up. He don't know what's going on. It's just, and then we got two people behind a smoke still.
Goes in for a second onto Frozen, and now he's traded up to the AK. Triple spray comes in for Mercury, down at 6 HP. May not realize that J Bowen's already moved into jail.
This is such a good round from J Bone. Like nice trying to salvage this.
Off the weakened Mercury and puts this round back under repair. However, Zero nullified.
Just an unfortunate loss, but it was just they deserve to lose that round, bro.
Now he's pushing. That is just so exciting.
J-Boner. Let him hold the line.
Even did kind of display a little bit here, but
okay,
hold the fort there. Mercury's traded out. Jam Young gets need towards the middle of the map.
From Netanyahu, not a great lurk there.
Here, so testing that B defense once again, and a big pace change coming in here for Faze, right? Suddenly they're right through at the beginning of the round.
Oh,
this is mad. He's
okay, that's that. I mean, that's like. Yo, I respect the fuck out of play in no universe. In no universe was Buddy gonna get out of here alive.
They're right through at the beginning of the round.
It's not a horror. It's a good shot. He kills the guy, but like, I get you want to take space. You're in a man disadvantage, but that's just an insane play to make.
Oh, and this is mad. He's pushed up.
Yeah, there's just no way you're getting
and we'll take him down
alive.
Didn't expect Zero to also be there, so he kind of got shot at the back running away, but it says something about his confidence. Oh. He's not afraid to take the fight.
Not afraid to take the fight. He looks like the only motherfucker on Faze not afraid to take fights right now. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, I think it's true, right? Like, that's one of those moments where it is sick, but at the same time, maybe needed him a little bit longer
there, by the way.
And everything else. But yeah, he's not lacking in confidence, and all things being equal, I take that for an AWP player. Like, I think it's sick to have that kind of an attitude. It's very hard to hold on to. This round is kind of nothing, and it always was. There's no smoke. I think they are aware that something could be up here. Flashes around the corner, a Molotov to try and clear this out.
JL to Faze.
Jam Young.
Yo. I don't know, bro. Carol said he was going to Mouse. We'll see.
Wild to see Gigo hiding in the back. Oh my god! He's taking down Twist as well.
If they switched up some of the positions on the team, it maybe could be cool.
This is a bit of a disaster at the moment. Frozen trying to get closer, but the flashbang could not have been better. G sets
if they made Frozen
for that one. Might have only been the double for G,
so
but it will give him some credit for the kill on the third one as well. And that leaves Nate to a 1 versus 3 with 30 seconds. I mean, this should be unwinnable,
Jail the
right?
BC, I don't think anything
into the middle,
confirmed.
Pick up the bomb, fight two people, and find the bomb site. There's almost no way you could do this. A strong headshot to begin with on Moja, but now we're down to 20 seconds, and finally, the bomb is there in front of him. See if he can actually go and find it. There we go. He's picked it up now. 15 seconds. That's why I said it shouldn't really be possible, but he's already spent the majority of the time here just trying to find the bomb itself. G backpedaling is very, very smart. He knows he has to play around the clock, and Nature has to plant right now. He can't. As soon as he runs here, this round is going to be over. No chance. Expertly played for G, and it's Tylo to take.
Ooh. Yo, first impressions of the new Faze team. J Boner looks good. Yo, J Boner looks good, man. J Boner was getting hella hate coming into this team. But he looked like the only redeeming part of the entire team, man. Eye test wise, mechanically, he showed flashes. That's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for in a game like this, like truly. The rest of the team didn't look great. Twist bringing his calling over from Team Liquid. I just like, bro, the thing with Twist is like he was definitely a really horrific caller when he was on Liquid. But like if we go back and look at that Team Liquid team, It's so strange, bro. This was them in the quarters, right? This was Team Liquid in the quarters when Twist was IGL. Their roster was JKS, who was washed, Naf, who I like, Ultimate, and an at this point washed Yakinder, and then a Twist IGL. How the fuck did this team make the playoffs of a major? And then also, like, play the winner of the entire thing fairly close. And, like, dude, you can, like, look at Twist calling. I think Twist calling was so bad. But how did this roster make the playoffs when he was calling? That's what I need to wrap my head around. Like, sure, like, he has to know something. Maybe it's just that he can, like, call off spawn, kind of, and, like, frag, I guess. Like, being able to frag as a caller, I guess, is good. Dead roster buff, I mean, yeah, probably was a little bit of that. But, like, even still, I don't know. Like, Twist IGL is definitely a, it's going to be a lot. But listen, you can't shit on them too bad, you know? Like, I feel like IGL transitions always take a long time. So, was that horrible? Yes. But I don't know, it's still early. I'll let it slide for the most part. Where's the English of Parivision versus Alliance? I want to see the new Parivision roster as well. It doesn't exist. Honestly, I think that I think Faze just needs a better coach. I think, like, with a better coach, it would be so much easier for Twist. I'm surprised you're not shitting on Faze. I do hate Faze, but at the end of the day, Faze basically did what I said, right? I said they needed a young Opper and a pure anchor player, and that's exactly what they went and did. So, like, I'm, like, semi-supportive because I think they are making good moves, but there is still a lot of things that they need to work on as well. XSE. Let me go to XSE. CS. Go to VOD. Here it is. Where is Parivision?
Just like you
know, no smoke or incendiary.
Okay, this is not the one. This is 9Z. Dude, this is so chopped. When did Parivision play?
From Twist,
because
here
they are.
Obviously, unknown circumstances. There can be delays. There can be other things that kind of go.
Unknown circumstances. There can be delays. Yeah, there sure can be. Let me log in real quick so I can put this in 1080p. You link for the follow? Give me 3 seconds. Am I signed in? I'm signed in. W. Clavicular is the first stream that pops up. How do I get to Counter-Strike? Clavicular talking to the Foids. I can't believe it. He's a natural. Okay, guys,
massively wrong, and
we're in. The audio still sounds like complete shit.
Happen, but if it does, if you're the team that
oh
come
god,
out on the other end of a long delay and end up in a position where you just feel like, okay, we're pretty strong, we feel good, like that's just, yeah, it was annoying, but now we're into it.
Guys, eye test on Joe Biden was good. Joe Biden looked good in his first game. Okay. Yo, give me good quality here.
You're right.
Thank you.
About that.
Slaxages, a young goat, and Hobbit. Yo, Hobbit looks fucking... He looks kind of fly in this image, bro. Hobbit looks studious as fuck. Yo, this team is going to win the major. That's all that I'm going to say.
Lions going to be starting on the T side.
Oh my goodness.
On the CT side. So
Slaxages looks like he's going to be a young prodigy. That's all I'm saying. If we're looking just at how Buddy looks, I'm telling you he's going to drop a 1.12 rating this year.
And the Lions are going to make it a quick attack towards the A bomb site, but already I must say Parivision are well positioned right now.
Have you seen this? I'll look at it after the pistol.
Else could be here really soon. James.
Wait, also Alliance. This is technically. It's technically Alliance new roster with Bobby. That makes me so sad, man. This team with Melo 9 actually was kind of exciting. And I know Bobby's also like a good young player, but there was just something about the other Alliance roster that was so fun. And now Buddy's just in jail.
I actually think he'd already decided that it was
Sway does also have some luscious locks right now.
He wanted to do that, but Era's going to be able to find him. So great pick off before the bomb plant. I think they're in a strong position right now, Alliance.
Yeah, this pistol run doesn't matter, bro. Execute A on Ancient.
5 rotate. Already planted down those ghoulies, trying to rip and tear, but don't really land anything. And now Uppy and Bob XD able to try and hold on to the site.
That's my go. I know he's gonna be good, bro.
That USP had a chance at a second frag. At least knows where all these players are.
Ever since I did research,
it's so deadly with Twist still in Donut.
By going to HLTV.com and looking at the
two
stats section and seeing he was top 5, I knew he'd be a goat.
Every conceivable angle. So Alliance have the advantage, and they make the most of it to claim first blood.
All right, yo, good pistol, Alliance. Good pistol. Well, I can't hate. I forgot this wasn't a highlights. Okay, I'm not watching this. Okay, W.
Completely.
Check the Twitter link. Okay, well, what is that? What is that Twitter link? Let me see it. Oh my god, I did see this actually, bro. What the fuck? Magno just claims that his account was stolen after logging into a PC at XSE Pro League. Dude, what the fuck is happening at this tournament, bro? Who are these people? Where did they get $1 million from? To fund this fucking tournament, bro. Dude, who are these scammer-ass motherfuckers? Yo, future YouTube video incoming, maybe. I can't believe we're finally getting a Gamer's Paradise Part 2. Audio horrible. 10-hour delay for 8 BO1s. People getting their accounts hacked when they log into the PCs there. Bots terrorizing the chats. What the fuck is happening here, bro? Yo, the players attending this gotta be pissed. Oh my goodness, bro. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm really playing into that MP9 as well, up close with Hobbit on the other side of the smoke.
Okay, what the fuck even happened this round, bro? I was too geek bob. I skipped too far.
We got the first rifles out on Parivision.
That's my goat, Slaxages. I knew he'd be good. I'm watching Slaxages close.
And they're trying to get
Hobbit.
the smoke. They're thinking about it. Hobbit, he's well aware that it could be happening. Good awareness on him. He picks up the first one. He saves a couple of bullets. USP for the next. Slaxages will pick up the kill on the Avid. And
did I just see that properly? Did this dude just mow the fuck out of his teammate?
Good awareness on him. He picks up the first one.
I don't know if he did. It looked like he did for a second. Yo, good shit, Hobbit. Yo, dude, they're trying to abuse Hobbit on B.
It's just up he left and.
Do these Swedish motherfuckers not know he just dropped a 1.2 in tier 2? Guess what type of team you are, Alliance?
So that they don't end up running out of
tier 2. Give up. Yeah, just save. You're not winning this. Whoa. He's going in. He doesn't want to save the Galil, I get it. Galil's a chud weapon. Whoa.
A couple of bullets on the MP9. And even getting
good luck, buddy.
Out in time. Just
2 major MVPs in Parivision.
So 2-1 is
it's like Cloud9, bro. It's like the Russian Cloud9 super team.
Here in the middle, that's Alliance trying to make sure that
except this one actually like should be good.
Although he's ready.
Who's the worst IGL, Twist or Twist?
All that utility in there and
probably Twist,
so
to be honest with you. Probably Twist.
For Alliance is
Ren was major MVP, not Hobbit.
I like the aggressive
yeah, why would you lie to me, bro? I totally took your word for that.
Like that,
that's true. Hobbit was not a major MVP.
Couple of players.
But Hobbit was HLTV top 20 twice.
Be reverberating around in Alliance as it stands, his era. Gonna try and take the point for his teammates. Uppy and Twist just behind him.
He meant Slaxajez
and making moves
as the major
over on the site simultaneously.
Major
Twist
MVP.
is the man for the job. I think this is really where you expect to see Parivision start to step up significantly now that they have the advantage. They've got themselves around on the board. Flash is decent, keeps Era at arm's reach.
Oh,
but still moves in. Big entry.
Way 03 caught.
Cave.
They're coming towards Slaxajez though. I know this dude is frying them.
Okay, that could make a difference.
Yo, good spot.
They've spotted out
all the info gained for Parivision.
Donut position. And there is another forward movement coming in here from Era, right? He spotted out one player. Got to be careful here, Cello, on the other side. He don't give up the fight, but he won't.
So sorry, Era.
Era goes down instead.
When are you going to make part 3 for Villains of CS?
Running down low. I would say
I don't know, bro.
I don't
Probably at some point.
This is not necessarily a big deal. I mean, they win the fight, but...
It was fun to make those videos. It's just hard to find topics like that.
25 seconds left. What's even the point of sort of moving forward into the battle? You know you're going to win the round every time.
Because I feel like a lot of stuff, like, I've already kind of talked about.
In the past have lost for no reason, and then you've got to stand in the background looking angry when
like, I'd have to find some new stuff.
Find them in the round. We don't have to criticize them too much, but you got to be careful.
All right, let's... Is this round matter? No.
And...
All right, let's go, Slaxajez. I believe in you, buddy.
They try to throw Bob XD through the smoke, and they're going to do the same thing here. Oh no, he's
this way 03 with his beautiful luscious locks.
Like they were going to try
doesn't matter
to get into that battle, but they didn't feel like it. You don't have to fight for middle, I suppose. Early on the T side here, you can give it up and let the CTs have it, but obviously. If you don't make them use the grenades early, then when they fall back and they can smoke off Donut or Cave, it becomes a bit of a problem. And
I mean, you might as well just, like, not even try and go Cave at this point, bro.
It's not for nothing if you...
You know the Demon Hobbit is in there. Bro has $5,000 in an MP9. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, kind of blocked off for a minute.
He knows he's better than you
minute mark, so
with an SMG.
Still time in the round for Alliance, obviously, but you gotta be careful here because you didn't get any of the control early on.
Well, Bob XD is at least up close on the red room area. There is a Molotov that goes down. HE also tossed in. But when you're waiting behind these smokes and these Molotovs, your time is just going to be ticking away so quickly. Already 45 seconds left. I'm sure they've got 5 players alive, but they don't really have that much map control. They haven't filtered through onto Donuts.
Dude, Hobbit looks so adorable, man. I can't get over this.
No room for error.
Thank you for the sub, gold for 2. You have W's in the chat for gold. Thank you for the subscription, brother.
Yeah, that's an important fight to win. There is still another flank in the middle, but
I'll kiss you, bro. I'll kiss you.
Bomb before that could even really be
activated. Don't even sweat that.
Even get close to happening. Sway instead gets 2. Jame, well aware that there could
I get this is like tier 2 team.
Right, so kind of shut down.
But I don't know, man. I kind of really fuck with the new Parivision roster.
Explode after this round. It's going to be a 4-2 scoreline with so much cash on the CT side. I think Hobbit even upgrades into an AK.
How does Hobbit look like the youngest on the team?
They're just going to be really.
I mean, guys, like if you're just looking at the pictures here,
they're playing like a team.
If you're just looking at the pictures here, it still looks like Jame and 4 rookies.
I feel like at one point
nothing really has changed if you think about it.
If the Stan was going to yell at somebody, and even though that is funny and it is entertaining and all the rest of it, it's also obviously.
What if we do get a Hobbit 3rd prime and he's HLTV top 20 again?
That's gone away.
The only way that would even be possible, I think, is if Parivision wins the major, second major of the year. There's just not enough time. But what about next year, 2027?
Upgraded pistols to add to the mix, so definitely around here where they can try to fight back on the Alliance side, and again, just even take away some of the outrageous amounts of money that's here. Or on the other side, Bob XD.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay, he gets a jump past, but winning that fight.
Yeah, I need another sparkling water. I'm letting this round play while I get another water. I'll be back in 3 seconds.
It's interesting as well that Alliance have consistently got middle control, and Parivision don't seem to care that much about mid. Considering most CT sides on Ancient are constantly battling for this with tons of Molotovs and HEs. So just sitting back, Yellow with a beautiful triple with the AK, looking for a quad on top of it. But that's the last 2 or 3 rounds in a row that Alliance have got mid control, albeit short. It's, you know, Deagles and the lone AK. But they've got this early mid control and done practically nothing with it. That is a concern because typically if a T side gets T side middle and then can expand into donut, etc., that's where things get interesting. Bob XD was trying to wrap around the back, but does get.
Did you see Magic's? I did. We'll talk about the roster moves after we watch some of these games. I'm just like really excited to see these new rosters and how they play.
Yeah, pretty rough, unfortunately.
I heard Zelo was farming. Let me see the replay.
I mean, getting the mid control is one thing, but if they get shut down like this afterwards,
he looks just like me against the Face at level 8. Wow,
he looks pretty decent.
Yeah, at this point, it's really down to Alliance to make sure that Parivision don't just run away with this map. I know it sounds strange considering how early on it is.
Imagine not being able to drink tap water. Buddy, I drink tap water all day, okay?
Having the line share of kind of the positions on the map.
I drink tap water from
Parivision not interested to fight
6 a.m. until
this multiple times, but it really is
noon or 1 p.m. And then 1 p.m. until 6 p.m.
So just allow the team
is like my fun sparkling water time, bro.
They've not been punished yet for it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Unless Alliance show Parivision that they could do some really cool stuff with this mid control, then why would Parivision really care that much? They're gonna get Jamin towards.
I mean,
donuts.
like, if Parivision here just like
Hera's got the orb on the other side, but they
Alliance,
sneaking their way up the ramp. I think they want to try and see if they could find one opening.
Way 2 and 3.
To be honest, this is a pretty
weakest link so far, but doesn't matter.
Opening here, then it's on immediately.
Trades his teammate.
Good return from Sway. He knew that there was going to be there could have been someone there. Twist will take one.
Yeah, why is Slash just 3 and 3, bro?
Not expecting them to they have to keep going. They can't really slow it down. Otherwise, they have to run back to the map, and you don't want to be doing that.
Wait, how does that miss? Actually,
a chance that could have been maybe a 2-for-1. But Uppy instead takes him down, and suddenly it is a 2-on-3.
I can't drink tap water. Military base nearby made it cause cancer.
And Alliance, I'm glad they followed through in towards the A-bomb side.
What
I think
the
if they had
fuck?
tried to escape and go somewhere else, that would have never worked.
That is horrible, bro.
I mean, well played to Alliance for making the most of that, but I think you do look directly at
I guess hop on the sparkling water trend.
You got to hit one of those shots.
You have no choice really anymore, bro. I mean, sparkling water is the future. I'm telling you this.
If he connects them, that changes the entire dynamic of this round. It kind of locks down Donut. Maybe he gets traded 1-for-1, but it gives the rest of his teammates.
Yeah, this round's just unlucky. They caught Slaxages off. Okay, wow. Okay, wow. Holy exit frags.
And
how far did the skips go?
Or if they do try and make some changes.
Guys, they released Water 2. It's true. Well, Water 2.0 is sparkling water. You heard it here first.
Got mid-control the last 4 or 5 rounds quite easily. But you know there's a chance in this one that things get, changed, dialed up.
Just like Andrew Tate said, I'm not a pussy.
It's not the case.
Yo, God bless you, Gold.
Actually going for a
At least you get it.
They are. The Bob working way on the other side.
Slaxages lock. Holy flashes, man!
Flashes keep raining through. There must have been 3 in a row.
I mean,
repeat, but every time turn around, they just kept flashing him over and over.
What are you gonna do, bro?
Bob is on this long look here. He's hoping to catch a rotation. That no one's coming this way though, but that's still good information. He's gonna know that there's not.
Hobbit is the greatest player of all time.
Coming in through Donut, he's gonna catch James in the red.
He's actually the young prodigy, not Slaxages.
What do you do if you're on the Parivision?
Yo, I think Slaxages got like 2 more series before Dostad cuts his limbs off one by one.
Saving is not the most important.
You had a good run, bro. 3 series.
Sway's picked up a smoke and thrown it onto the bomb, but I don't know. He still has a kit in his back pocket. I was gonna wonder if he was.
Yeah, fluke round, bro. They just keep going A.
To use that CT
just wait till they go B.
Parivision by anything inside of it, but they got caught. Nice shot and twist. That's what you want to see.
Got her come to Georgia? Oh, you meant the country, bro. I was about to say, I've been to Georgia, the state, bro. I love Georgia, the state.
Early success for their troubles.
Maybe one day I will visit Georgia. I want to visit every country in the world, like speed, but not live stream it. So one day I will go to Georgia, the country. Wow, it's over. What a fucking mid-hold.
Cello is there, spins around through the smoke.
I mean, wow. Good thing Noda was replaced and not this guy.
That is such a great sequence from Cello. He looks revitalized. He looks like a different player all of a sudden here in this new version of Parivision.
Why are they like
very exciting.
on a playoff stage to play a group BO1? Is that weird to anyone else? No wonder this event is such a shit show. These guys have no clue what they're doing.
Having Hobbit in the team as well, who
random Chinese businessman says, yeah, I'll host a Counter-Strike event.
A lot of good moments.
Yeah, how hard can it be?
Now can maybe take more shape in terms of being a star player.
We'll make a lot of money with sponsors on this event, right?
Wanted to play a lot more and didn't really get as much room to play in the past. So that's another aspect of it. It's not just like which personnel are being moved in and out the team. It means what happens in terms of maneuvering the team within itself.
Zway just got absolutely fucking mogged.
Pick here. Zway falls down.
Bad news though. Hobbit is still alive.
Again, just getting straight onto the side with the back 10.
I honestly kind of like this, although that's a great wall bang.
Hobbit doesn't even need to see you, by the way. Did you see the latest Sticko video? I did not.
Many teams will fall to this kind of a push, and
I'll check it out. I'll check it out after this potentially.
But just with a P250, and maybe he fired that gun a little bit too quickly. I feel like you could have risked taking a longer shot there.
Hobbit is still alive, by the way.
It might have been one of those moments though when you get the
they're so frightened by him.
Then the head bobs down, so your second.
He has 19 HP, and this dude is shitting bricks.
Every once in a while when you're shooting.
Why does Hobbit look like a woman?
Frustrating. So
yeah, don't ever say that dumb shit again, bro.
1 versus 3
you ever talk shit about Hobbit like that again?
That's great, but yeah, immediately James is going to be on top of him, and it will
I will not allow that any longer.
On the CT side, that's pretty respectable.
It is. It's already a pretty solid half, all things considered. Alliance do seem kind of one note, I will say. I don't hate it either. I like the idea of playing aggressive and picking a site and kind of fully...
Is that a regular view battle? Yo, thank you for the sub.
Maybe it's getting a bit...
Furious! Thank you for the sub, brother.
Parivision. It's either going to be mid-control and finally he's going to go on to twist.
Okay, hold on, bro. The skips are way too much.
So far.
Zelo mid-hold. Zelo through the molly.
Just jump peeks down.
Wow.
Sprays in and gets himself the kill on
Yo,
to
I'm
twist.
also a mid-player on Ancient. Let me watch some Zelo demos. If only my B players would throw util like this.
I'd love to see more of this.
Never mind. Erasing the demo from my brain.
From Avid there, who actually doesn't return himself. But now Sway's on the other side. Parivision very hungry to try and take down these Swedes.
Watching his Way demo instead.
Before we could even get to the end of the sentence here, it's going to be Uppy.
Transferring the nanobytes into his Way demo.
Parivision is very, very hard, I think, for Alliance.
Yeah, Uppy's not winning this.
Both Tello, but now Sway on the other side. There's not a lot of room for them to really work with there outside of the
Air's 1 in 10, by the way, as well.
Suffocating, and this should be
You are not winning this, bro.
Left, admittedly, but the bomb is back there. And James is alive, and again, he is always scary in any kind of a clutch or close scenario.
Wait, why does this dude almost look like me? Maybe I'll become an Uppy fan on second thought.
Much information. James pushed forward past the bomb. I mean, where the bomb is dropped down, it stands to reason that one of the two players is going to be around the double doors. But it's the fact that you don't know where the second is. For all he knows, he's on ramp watching this bomb from a different angle.
You're not getting past this.
And leaving himself open is so susceptible to being shut down.
All right, give me to the next half. Parivision is insane. I want to see more from Slaxajez, but Hobbit might be the greatest player of all time.
Parivision, Fees in theory, all that good stuff. On
good shit, Zway.
This a lot against teams that
Lobster.
Should be beat.
Oh wow, they have so many memes. Their level. Might want to get one.
Get me through this, bro. Get me to the game.
Kit. No, I don't want to fight. I just want Uppy to stay alive. I think that's the most important thing. Trust in that smoke kit combination to defuse the bomb, and don't do anything else.
That Molotov's going to force him out to the open, though. The James doesn't check it. I'm not sure if he was tickled by that Molotov. I'm assuming he is because he's down to 46
Good try, bro.
HP.
Yo, good try. You got to give it up.
Made the great escape.
Just go AM pistol round of Ancient. It's just that simple, really.
And now he's still alive, Anders. So you got your wish. He doesn't overstay and die.
And just simply win the retake.
And the
caster's mic quality is awful, I know. This tournament is a fucking dumpster fire, bro.
This is the right move. All you need is that smoke kit. Oh, I love these rounds.
If tomorrow is as bad as day one was, they're going down in history as, like, Gaming Paradise 2. One of the worst tournaments of all time. Yo, bro's brain malfunction, bro. He saw two people and just shot in the middle. It's okay, bro. I do that too.
You've got the Jello playing out of his mind. Jamin Hobbit also putting in a decent shift. Yeah, things are looking a bit dicey now if you are on the Alliance side of things. Best case scenario is to like stack together, which they're doing in Donut, to be fair. It is susceptible to getting...
I hope my hairline is half as good as Hobbit's at 32.
There, but
yeah, Hobbit does have a fire hairline, man. Hobbit's just a beautiful human being. It has to be said.
That's an area you're just going to basically say, nah, you can have that one, boys. That's fine. We'll just take B site instead.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we'll see if they can dodge that, but I agree. This is something that he's well enough.
Why am I watching this round, bro? Why am I acting like there's anything important that's gonna happen?
Because it's like we are
video idea? I know. I was kind of thinking about that, bro.
So Just the heads up.
I was thinking, like, if this event is still as dog shit after day one, it is possible to make a video.
There should be both streams running simultaneously, but I think today that's not happening.
As a rule of thumb, don't trust anything I say. Just in now and in the future, you're probably better off if that's how you approach life. So remember, I am just paid to talk and never stop talking. So got to be careful with that. It's round number 15 though, and Cello's dead, so that's a bit of a shame.
Cello's dead. He's 16 and 8.
Hobbit is up to 13 kills as well. He's been playing Counter-Strike.
Holy shit, Slasted is back.
Kind of getting
we just need to molly the guy out of his position and fluster him.
I was fairly skeptical at the idea. I felt like it was a bit of a strange idea. Although what you
Look
said
at
earlier,
this.
true,
okay,
back when he was like really active in tier 1.
Post it up on the side so I remember.
He did have rounds where he just took over the game, which is very interesting.
Oh god,
I wasn't expecting him to come out performing.
I'll look at this after this game. Actually,
they've kind of taken over the
what will the final be?
Alliance has started to realize we
Parivision?
don't know anything about this side of the map, and that's a problem.
Versus. I need to see who else is in this event.
Even if Hobbit isn't going to give you sort of, massive amounts of frags,
maybe
map,
bait.
He always has the ability to pop off.
I could see a Parivision bait final.
And even if he's not top of the scoreboard,
or Bet Boom,
he's going to be consistently.
I believe in bait
delivering it in different facets in different ways. So that's one of the other reasons why when I saw this Hobbit pickup, I was like, oh, actually, that does kind of make sense. It's maybe not like the sexiest of roster changes.
Phase finals.
I thought it does a good job.
Yeah, maybe they lock in, bro. I mean, if anyone can carry that team, it's Jay Boner.
Parivision just trying to dial themselves in 11th round. James stuck on the big box. There is a flank coming through from Sway
NT, bro.
Donut, but he's such
no way
low
he wins
HP.
this.
Beautiful opener headshot.
They don't have a
That's going to put things into a little bit of an awkward position here. Spray comes through.
He doesn't have it.
Is able to capitalize, and it's going to be very close.
He doesn't have it.
I don't know if the bomb's gone off. We actually can't hear it. It did.
We're actually changing the cam angle. We're actually changing the camera angle, even though it's a close defuse, and we don't actually know if he has a defuse or not. That's really a smart idea.
Bomb site, so that they had to spend the first 10 seconds just trying to get into position and go for the retake. The fact that they got the kill so quickly.
Yeah, they got it in the replay at least.
Yeah, very surprising.
Yo, NT.
Even when they lose their plays, they still win.
NT, guys.
That's the brutality that Alliance are facing off against right now, and surprisingly to me,
Faze should sign Dick Stacy. I think Dick Stacy. That dude got to be like a realtor at this point.
Avid. And twist all around the same kind of metric.
But I guess it's no different than like
Jello doesn't just need to use the
gaming
AK.
gladiators.
The grenades also coming through for him. 17 kills.
Whoever the fuck.
Huge amount of ADR on top of it.
But I guess he was just standing in.
Oh yeah, you'll take that every time. What do they do now? I mean, this is probably where I actually would.
And we all know how good Gaming Gladiators was.
Utility. They are a man down. There are a lot of rounds down. I wouldn't even hate it if they, stack 3 at the speed bomb site, but I almost wanted to push down the ramp here just to try and see if they could find something. Sway, though, if they were going to push, he was going to be ready. And incendiary there. Okay. They catch Sway. At least they get the kill in return.
Shout out to Kid of Pain from Spirit Academy. Yo, no shot. There's a dude named Kid of Pain. Hold on, I want to check that after this. That is not real.
I don't think anyone's seen or even knows.
You are making that up.
Close up. So he's crossing his fingers and hoping that they're going to make a move. And in fact, I think he's realizing that
sick 4K from Kid of Pain.
Oh man, I don't even know what the right move is. In theory, if he
that's like some die young.
It's good, but
so Kid of Pain would instead of Kid of Pain just be KOP.
The information that we have.
KOP is kind of hard.
So it's Era on the other side. It's Parivision making their way up to 12 rounds here.
Yeah, 12th is absolutely.
Have you seen the JW interview cut to the Anders clip? I haven't.
Part of this, he's gonna be looking to save.
If there's like a clip that you can link, I'll watch it.
Best of ones, of course.
So this is just over. Era's 2 and 12, bro.
Group stage match for both of these
rounds in a row to bring this one back into OT. It's pretty.
Maybe we just gotta combine Alliance and Eyeballers into one team.
Bringing the bomb over, or at least dropping it outside of B. But they're so widely spread out, they can kind of do anything. Which honestly,
here it is.
I think there's like
I'll have it on the side.
Maybe 2 years ago, some of these game teams would do
I'll watch it after this.
Where they would sort of be all over the map, and wherever something worked, that's when they would go. And it was a very disruptive way. I remember they did this. I think it was on Vertigo, in fact, to bring the conversation all the way back. I think they did this a lot where they were like they could sort of hit almost anywhere at once. Kind of crazy.
It makes them a very dangerous team when they can get this working, but it also does kind of base off just having one or two players that are performing.
Yo, unfortunate for
you can have all the
Twist.
strategies you want in the
Good
world.
trade, yo,
No
good
one's hitting
push.
their shots, which is
Oh my God, they're
essentially
locking
what
in.
happened at Cologne, and it doesn't really
It's
matter.
never too late to lock
Hit
in.
and run from Avid as he
Who's
does
on
pick
A?
himself up that MP9
It's
kills.
Uppy.
That's going to keep
This guy's the
Parivision
GOAT.
honest.
I'm
They
not
are a little bit
stressed.
isolated,
Holy
considering
Slaxy Jez, look at him
all the
go.
way back on elbow, but maybe not required. Slaxy Jez, one of the new players into the roster. The new recruit, 18-year-old,
Holy
with a
Slaxy
good
Jez.
spray, and that leaves it all onto Avid.
Yo,
with his
chill out, buddy.
MP9. He does get the first kill, but probably not long.
Yo,
for
why I
this
kind of look like
world.
Avid though?
Yeah, he's
Whoa,
gonna
whoa, whoa!
A nice running headshot, but more to be
yo, good game.
expected, and he can't find it. He was
Yo, new
always gonna be
Parivision
tough
looks
against
good, man.
Hobbit.
I
He
mean,
takes him down,
not
and
really the best
Parivision
test
have
though.
just-
We gotta be honest with ourselves here. They were playing Alliance, so like, how much does that really mean? Not that much. All right, let's look at this. Hold on. What are these tweets? XSE Pro League, the new worst tournament ever. What is this quote tweet? Who is Pan Yijing Flora? They follow me. Okay, W, I respect them. I'm surely this is all true. I've gotten some information about the team working behind XPL. A lot of people working for the tournament are hired as temporary volunteers, including translators, player managers, on-site staff, stand-in observers, stand-in referees, etc. A lot of them are students with no previous experience. They are not paid, and the TOs only provide food and partial travel expenses. The volunteers even need to pay for the hotels by themselves. Yo, it's fucking over. Yo. What? A bit more story during the long technical delay. Due to the long delay, audience kept shouting refund before the match start and some wanted to leave. Then the TO said they'd give free mouse pads for compensation. You have W compensation, free mouse pad. Then we people going there for the mouse pads, it turns to be them selling mouse pads for 50% off. This is just not a real tournament. Yo, can we just put it like... I mean, just look, first of all, I do gotta say, having a tournament during what should be the player break is kind of chopped, in my opinion. Like, during this time, we should have no players doing anything. Like, it's just a weird, like, and I guess tier 2 still goes on during this time, but it's just like, just such a weird situation, man. Like, we're in the middle of player break, random ass $1 million Chinese tournament shows up. It's literally the worst fucking thing of all time. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing, man? All right, what is this?
In a couple of seconds. But yeah, obviously fantastic
JW
work from JW. He has a lot of fans in China. Let's see what he has to say.
Holy mic audio, bro. Do they know? Can they see, bro? Can they see that it switched them? It looks like they're aware now.
Oh, might not be.
Bro, can we just get Anders and Vince a real job, man? I feel like every time they cast now, I feel like it's always like some scuffed tier 2 tournament. Like, they're still good casters, bro. Can we please just get them in a real tournament, man? Oh my god. Kid of Pain. Dude, what is this link? Yeah, mods, ban that guy from the chat. Yo, Kid of Pain. Spirit Academy. 16 years old, 0.76. I mean... if we're putting it in perspective, that's actually not that bad. Theoretically, he could win a major. Theoretically. Okay. When you put it into perspective, it's not that bad, really. That's pretty good. 0.76 could be worse. It you can't be too harsh with stuff like that. You can't be too harsh with stuff like that. All right, bro. Is there any other games I wanted to watch? Just from your vids a couple of days ago. Nice vids, been addicted. Yo, thank you for the fucking glaze, Hung Da One. God bless you, bro. Thank you for watching. Did you see that I might get Jorko Liquid? I did. Guys, we were early to the Jorko love train, okay? I can't actually believe he might join a tier 1 team, though. Oh, my goodness. I mean, there's no other teams I really want to watch. I was most excited about Faze and Parivision. Let me turn on the music a little bit. Hold on. I guess, like, Luminosity is kind of cool. But at the end of the day, they're just the Monty Core and Lux. And I'm not, like, that interested by them. It is nice seeing their logo back in the game, though. The one thing about Luminosity is, like, they do have a clean-ass logo. We do gotta say. I love having their logo back in the game. But yeah, this is kind of a chopped team without Gizmy. It's a very chopped team. And they lost to Nemesis. You know, you don't love to see that, but like, this is a really also holy shit. This guy's in star roles, by the way. If Luminosity want to be a serious team, I think they unfortunately have to replace a Zuwu. There's just no way. There's just no way. I think he had, like, one good map at the major and everyone was shitting their pants over it. Like, I guess he wasn't that bad, but come on, bro. He's good in stage 2. Ugh, I don't know, bro. I just don't think I believe in him. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be that guy. You think BetBoom are trying to get... I don't really know what's going on with BetBoom. They played with the regular roster again here, didn't they? They did. I don't know what's going on with this team. They're kind of in a weird place right now. They're in a very strange place. Big Lin. W Big Victory. You'd love to see it. What else? That's literally it. Like, 9Z and Eyeballers played. Guys, JW literally, like, licks his lips when he sees that he's playing a tier 1 team. A team, like a team that was just in the major playoffs. After a major. He upset Faze after Budapest. And now he has upset 9Z. But, like... Dude, 9Z's kind of a weird team. How much do you guys really believe in 9Z? Watches 1v4 if they got it. Do they have a highlight of it? JW 1v3 4K clutch. Is this it? 30K views. It has to be it. Okay, let me peep it. Hold on. Bro has a USP. Oh my god. No fucking way he does this with a USP. Are we dead ass right now, bro? Wait, I want to see the actual. I want to see the actual clip. Wait, this guy might be the greatest player of all time. Someone link the 1v4 if you have it, otherwise I'll find it. JW 1v4 XSE. I can't find it. Where is it? I need to see it on the actual cast. I've ever seen it. Yo, God bless. Chipson, you might just be the GOAT. You might be the GOAT of posting links. This dude just always got the link ready to go. Yo, full save, by the way. Full save with USPs and 1 AK, by the way. JW knifed someone. It actually was just full USPs. Oh! That timing is insane, bro! How did he not get seen? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, 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 yo. PC, please, bro. I am begging you. Is this me? Or the clip? Oh my. What? We'll just play! Okay, it should be fixed. Dude, this is actually... That's so fucking generational. That's so fucking generational, bro. Oh my god. Bro. It was a full USP round. And he knifed a guy and then won a 1v3. That's actually, that's a prime JW clip. I love seeing that so much. Dude, JW at his prime. I wasn't like really watching CS then. But like going back and watching some of JW clips is just so good. God bless him, man, truly. Nine-Z is kind of a weird team though, guys. Like, what really is the what's the deal with these fellas? What's the deal with these dudes? They just are kind of all over the place. They're kind of like what Parivision was. Anyways, that's about it for this tournament. I guess we can talk about roster moves now. What are some roster moves we can speak on? Let's see, what all has happened? SDY hits free agency. I feel like we're not that excited about SDY at this point. Like, I think he's still a good player. But, like, realistically, where does he go that's, like, exciting? I think he just goes to a tier 2 team. Any tier 2 team will probably take him. Dude, this is so crazy. Oh my fucking god. I tweeted about this as well. Legacy to target Thomasin from Bestia. Do you motherfuckers remember the beef between these guys? Do you remember the beef between these guys? And now they are gonna add him to the roster. The thing that I don't understand is, like, Thomasin is an opener. Insani is an opener. They really want to sign an opener. So I guess at this point they're already committed to moving Dumao or Lado. Probably, I think Dumao is their current opener. So they really want to move, they want to fuck with the roles and move one of these two players to anchor, I guess. Or they just want to sign an opener to move him to anchor. I don't fucking get it, man. Yo, thank you for the sub, Miss Balloon. Thank you, thank you. I like what the fuck is Legacy cooking? I don't understand. Do you guys like remember the beef that they had? Let me pull it up real quick. Are we dead ass? Legacy are reportedly interested in Thomasin. Okay. This is Thomasin tweeting after the beef. Dumao says Legacy will almost certainly attend Blast Austin Major instead of Bestia. Thomasin says, what happened to you, Dumao? Beefing directly with one of the players on the team he's about to join, by the way. He might be even taking his roles. That would be... I mean, that would be kind of funny. If he joined the team and took Dumao's roles and put Dumao in bitch positions. That would be kind of hilarious. You hoping we didn't see that? You seriously think out of 10 matches you'd win 9? Why didn't you beat us in the final? I know the answer. It's not because it was a bad game. It's because with that weak mentality you guys have, rooting for a team that beat you to get disqualified, that's because you guys don't have the blood to play important matches. You go into shock. Out of 100 finals, I beat you 100 times, bro. Fuck off. With all due respect to Legacy. Hey, yo, this is a motherfucker about to join Legacy, by the way. What's this? What are these? Yeah, what's the other tweet? What's this tweet? That's the entire Legacy team. History will judge you on its own. Thanks for never speaking up for us and putting your CEO's values above your own. Not speaking is also speaking. Yo, thank you for the sub. Renav, yo, thank you, brother. Thank you. I mean, bro, like, are we fucking for real right now? This is the dude about to join Legacy? With all this beef? I guess it was like 2 years ago at this point, but even still. I don't know. Wait, no, that wasn't even 2 years ago. That was a year ago. Dude, what the Johnson is going on here, bro? BC Game signed Magisk as in-game leader. Guys, did we not call this shit or what? Did we call this shit or what? We literally called this shit like 2 streams ago. We were talking about what BC was going to do, and I said, I think Magisk will be the team's caller because there were rumors that Magisk was going to join Mouse as their caller. And then the CEO of Bertram Clyde Gaming literally tweeted out and said, this will not be happening. How the fuck else would he know that unless he is talking to Magisk himself to become their in-game leader? And that's what the fuck happened. This team is evil. Simple, Electronic, Senzu, and Magisk. Taz also was coach. Bro, I mean, name value-wise, this team is fucking insane. Will it actually be good? You know, I have concerns, okay? I have concerns this team will be good. But, like, if you were, like, 8 years old and you were building a Counter-Strike team, this shit would be insane, right? This shit would be insane. I don't know how good it actually is. I don't know, bro. Like, to be honest, while I do think it's kind of chopped, at the end of the day, it's kind of cool at the very least. We gotta all admit, right? It's kind of a cool team. Like, it's kind of a cool project that we all care about, right? We all care about this team in some form or the other, whether you're hate watching or just, like, intrigued by the team. It's an interesting roster at the very least. And I'm very interested to see what happens to this team. They're gonna have to go through tier 2 though, which I don't know, guys. Rumors say Kavem. Who's rumors? Link the rumors of Kavem to BC. I don't think Kavem would be a good addition to this team, in my opinion. Yo, gold for 2. I don't know why Automod held that message, bro. They should buy Rops for $6 gorillion. You know, I don't think Vitality or Rops would accept that for $20 million. To be honest with you. I think there's a real possibility it could be JL. But KRL said he's going to Mouse. And, like, I'm going to believe what KRL says because he is, like, almost always right. So it sounds like JL is going to be the 5th on Mouse. It sounds like, I guess they enjoyed it when he was standing in. So I don't know who the BC 5th is going to be, man. It's hella interesting. He said it was a 21-year-old. Yeah, so JL is just going to go to Mouse then. That's just what's happening. He's just simply going to Mouse. He said 21-year-old. Who's 21 and would go on this team? How old is Lawn X? I mean, I think I know who's going to Bertram Clyde Gaming, guys. He said 21 years old and played at the major. Guys, if he's saying 21 years old and played at the major, I think I have an inkling of who it might be. Let me look at this tweet. It's just Lawn X. Last minute things happening. Might be some changes. It's not JL. It's a younger player. It's someone who played at the major. It's someone who's been in a top team. It's just Lawn X. It's so obviously Lawn X. That's an interesting team. The only problem I have is, you guys know me, right? You guys know me. I'm kind of a chump. I'm a roll cell. I think roles matter in teams. And so the rifling core of this team is Electronic, who is most well known for being an aggressive player on Prime Na'Vi. An aggressive entry. Senzu, who was the opener on Mongols. And then Lawn X, who was the opener on Foot. Who the fuck is our anchor and closer, bruh? Like, I guess players are just gonna have to learn new positions to play in, which is, it is what it is, okay? It is what it is. Electronic is old, man. Make Electronic anchor. I think that's probably what they're gonna do. Potentially. I think you gotta make Electronic anchor. They open up every map. Yeah, I guess so, bro. I guess we just send all of those three fuckers in on every part of the map. 1A, 1B, 1 mid, and we just see who gets an opening. What about Magno Jez? That would also be interesting. Wait a second. I'm just running with this 21 years old thing. I don't know if that's actually true. It sounds like it's just a young player who was at the major and in a top team, but is BetBoom really a top team? I feel like Lawn X fits it better. Like, would he consider BetBoom a top team? I don't think so, because even with BetBoom making the major playoffs, I don't think you could ever consider them like a top team, right? So I feel like it's more Lawn X for sure. It makes sense. 3 openers and IGL to bait for simple. Yeah, well, fuck it. We'll see how it goes, bro. At this point, you just say fuck it and just pray. Fuck it and pray. We'll see what happens. I guess I don't hate it, though. Like, Magisk is a good player to try and transition into being a caller. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it works. What else? I did see this. Hopes of reaching the main team as Vitality Academy's offer. I fuck with the confidence. Also, this is cool. This is also very cool. Saw might be back. I think everyone knew this was going to happen. I think it was so obvious with everything that's happening with Portuguese CS that Saw was going to get a fucking bag for selling their core to BC Game and just simply have the same players back on their roster. It actually is genius. It's so genius. This org made millions of dollars and literally has the same fucking roster basically they had before. They sold their core, sold Story, sold you jerks. I mean, like, bro. These guys might be the GOATs. These guys actually might be the GOATs. And now it's just Muterus, Story, you jerks, crazy, nope. J. Maybe the most generational heist in history. An actual money glitch. It literally took, like, 1 season, bro. Like, when did that deal go through? It was literally 1 season. It was, they got millions of dollars for 1 fucking season, and then the season later, they got half their players back. I mean, that's just insane. Well, they got Muterus back, they got Story back, and then they eventually got U-Jerks back. And they're not going to have their VRS points, but I feel like I got belief they'll make their way up again. Golden? Yeah, Golden was the coach on Saw. He wasn't like IGL or anything, but he was the coach. What else? Oh my god, did you guys see this? This is actually so fucking sick. It's not a graffiti, but it's still pretty damn cool that they're actually doing stuff like this again. This is so sick. This is actually so sick. What does this say in Russian? Does anyone know? Do any of you guys speak this language? This makes me believe that they're actually paying attention and are going to start adding stuff like this again. Secret sauce. Yo, that's fire. That's so fire. Cooler than a graffiti? Honestly, I think it might be. It says Barmore. Holy shit. Nah, this is sick, guys. This is so sick. You can survive an AK headshot through that thing? Yo, bro. They took the magic spot, added memorabilia, and made the spot better. Yo, Valve is chatted as fuck. Holy chads. Oh my days. That's actually so, that's so fire. Ugh. It says K4 deserves a raise. Yo, bro, let me talk to my accountant about that. I'll get back to you. Okay, what else? Neo as the head coach of Astralis. Yo, guys, what do you think about this? I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. It's pretty cool, I'd say. It's pretty cool. Like, I didn't think Neo was... you really moved the needle on Faze, to be honest. But, like, he is one of the greatest Counter-Strike players of all time. So if he wants to coach my team and I'm underachieving, I feel like at the end of the day, like, you know, we say fuck it. We say fuck it. Let Neo in as the coach, bro. We're not even like really trying that hard to be Danish anymore. Just bring him in. I feel like for me, like, unless you're like genuinely a top level coach, it's very hard to like judge how good a coach is as well. Like, unless you're Blade, unless you're Saw, I feel like it's very hard to like see how good a coach actually is. So I don't know, honestly. Like, I don't hate the move. I just also don't know that much about like what certain coaches do. Like, I don't know what all Neo was doing. So it's very interesting. That's what I'll say. It's very interesting. And if Astralis magically like gains more consistency out of this, then we know. Then we know. What else? JL departs Na'Vi. JL is going to Mouse. This is basically confirmed at this point. I'm excited to see JL back in Tier 1. That's all I'll say. Going to Mouse is like... you know, it is what it is. Mouse is an interesting roster. Yo, what's good, Ladarius? How's your day been, bro? At this point, it's just like very... I don't know, man. I don't know. I do still like JL, and I do still like JL, and you know I think it's cool that he's in Tier 1. But yeah, I don't know. Mouse is like they're a cool team. I'll be somewhat interested in them. Fnatic roster. It was just a matter of time before they were fully Ukrainian, man. It's so insane how like they just had a slow Ukrainian takeover. They signed Fear back in January of 2025. This dude has been on a mission. Fear has been on a mission for a year and a half. at this point to slowly transition this team into being fully Ukrainian, man. The dedication is actually insane. Actually insane. A year and a half, man, of turning this team slowly Ukrainian, one piece at a time. One piece at a time. Look at Fnatic roster moves, bro. You can see it start. Fear joins. Then Jambo. Well, first it was Burmy Love for like 3 seconds. Then Jambo. Then slowly, Jack Asmo also joins. Then he joins. Bratko. And then Karn joins slowly after. One by one. They slowly took over the team. Honestly, though, this is probably the best thing that could happen for Fnatic at this point. Just become a fully Ukrainian team. Genuinely. Like, I guess like now they can all communicate in their language. It clearly wasn't working before. And so maybe they can go on like a Passion UA type of run. I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation. The coach is next. Holy shit. Count your fucking days, buddy. Yo, how long has this dude been on the team? 1 year, 1 month? I mean, I give it a week. I give it a week until he's booted, truly. Who knows? But anyways, yeah. What happened to Gizmy, my goat? Yo, Gizmy went on to greener pastures. And I think the rest of Monty went on to browner pastures. That's my take. I think 100 Thieves is an extremely exciting team with Gizmy now. And Luminosity, I'm happy their logo's back in the game. I am fired up that their logo is back in the game. They got a sexy logo. Classic Counter-Strike team from around when I started watching the game. I'm happy to see them back, but their current roster, unsure about. For sure. Thoughts on Flaherty joining 100 Thieves? Yeah, listen, bro. Like I said, Flaherty to 100 Thieves, probably one of the better roster mania moves. For sure. For sure. Did you see the heist the LG owner did? No. What are you talking about? What else? Nothing really else, bro. Like, no more fame on K27. Okay. Okay. Eternal Fire part ways with Demka and Regon. Okay. What the fuck even is this team, bro? Waro benched, Calyx benched, Emor benched. Mistim, Regali, Jota. My days. Yo, new jerseys are sick. That's what I'll say. At least they got fire jerseys. Where's Demka going? I always thought Demka was good, but maybe he's like a little washed. Wait! You know what they're probably doing? They're probably just gonna, yeah, they're probably just gonna sign the Aurora leftovers. That's so true. Yo, Major, welcome to back to Eternal Fire, buddy. Yo, thank you for the sub. Exo Dms. Yo, thank you, brother. Demka is washed. This can't be true. My goat Demka would not be washed. Yo, how the fuck does Nico do it? How is Nico consistent for a decade when my goat Demka is already falling off? I hate to see that, man. Yo, what was that Sticko video you were talking about? Maybe I'll look at that before hopping off. Wait, How to Play Cash by Austin CS. I kind of need to watch this, actually. I can finally talk about this. What is this video? Guys, do I watch Sticko's video or how to play Cash? How do you do the major roster wheel? I have a wheel. I just kind of made... I think I can make a link for it. Sticko video. Okay, let me watch this. This looks interesting. What is this?
When I saw this, I was like, holy, this is a fraud. By the way, I'm literally 18 or 19 at this time, and I'm receiving these threats like, you're gonna get dragged to court, this is like a defamation, we're asking for the Wi-Fi. And they tell us, oh,
what?
It's written on a router inside of the cupboard, and we open the cupboard. And there's like recreational drugs inside of the cupboard. I don't know if he's still around. If he is, he probably will threaten me for this video as well.
What? What the fuck am I about to watch,
10 years
bro?
of competing professionally in Counter-Strike.
What in the
five
world?
Majors, I turned into a creator. You can see me as a broadcast talent, and I use this channel to share
Sticko's a goat, bro. I always loved watching Sticko
If you want
play.
to become pro or simply just want to see how it is, this place is for you. However, during my career, I was part of many organizations, and I decided to talk about good, bad, and the ugly experiences. The whole point of this video is not to witch hunt or to attack, but to rather help others speak out in the esports industry. Because there are a lot of cool orgs, but also so many bad actors in the scene, and since I don't intend on playing anymore, I feel like some things must be shared, even at the cost of burning some bridges. This will be my experience.
Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Okay, with the organizations, not the lineups itself. I won't talk about my past teammates unless it is somewhat relevant. The performances of these teams are
why do we get a
not
picture of
factor in this tier list. I must admit that I feel very privileged to be part of so many big and good organizations, but that doesn't mean all of them were a joy to work with. This video is inspired by Neon, ex-pro player from League. He's also
who is he gonna beef with, bro? Hold on, so he was talking at the start. Is that Hell? Surely that's Hellraisers. Surely Hellraisers was a scuffed organization.
To record this, his video will be down in the description.
There's no way any normal ass people could have done that rebrand.
From the start of my career.
It has to be Hellraisers, man.
Okay, so
there's no fucking way this org has geniuses at the helm, and they did that logo rebrand.
First pro organization was Hellraisers, and I gotta put them in
mid. They were mid.
B tier. I honestly think that Hellraisers was like a perfect stepping stone in my career. Like, it wasn't too serious of an org, but at the same time it was serious enough that I had to force myself to learn a lot of things, and thanks to this org, I really did that. I had to pay attention.
Okay, whatever, bro. Hellraisers is chill, I guess.
The work.
I'll let it slide. Hellraisers is chill.
With the school as well for the first year of my career, which, by the way, I'm very grateful for and very privileged. So shout out to Hellraisers for allowing me to pursue both school and the career. I've never had any issues with it when it came to payments or
dude, that must be so fucking stressful.
I was doing it
doing
all
school
by
and
myself.
pro CS.
I didn't have any agent back then. I was
you just have no free time,
new and no one really knew me. So that's another thing. They gave me a chance as a kind of a nobody. We were boot camping a lot, honestly. I mean, we were traveling a lot. The boot camp facilities were in Kiev, in Ukraine, where the team was based. So I was traveling there a couple times a year, and honestly these boot camps were always super productive. So maybe this is a little bit of a bias, because how much information I was absorbing and how I saw improvements in myself by actually having a good coach, a world-class in-game leader for that time with Angel, right? And I had good players around me and all this structure. I kind of grew so much as a player that I think about that period as incredibly productive, and I always cherish those moments, which makes me maybe put it a little bit higher. But honestly, Hellraisers, fairly good organization. Like, I didn't have too many bad things to say about that. Only thing that I remember
when did we get to beef?
Really scuffed was the communication, because the team itself, they were not that comfortable with English, right? And even the contract which I signed was like half of the contract was in English, and then the other half was in like a direct translation in Russian. So in theory,
Okay, that's a little chopped. Nothing too crazy though.
Actually,
Mouse Sports. Mouse Sports is gonna be A tier. Mouse Sports is gonna be A tier.
Sports is going to go to the A tier. Now, you might know them now.
It's
as
so
just
obvious,
Mouse,
bro.
But that was
Yo,
a rebrand.
Mouse
This
is such an old org. They gotta be goated.
That was
They've been
my
in the game for
first
so
real
long.
big team, and by being a big team, I mean like literally like a title contender. I remember I came to
Sticko on Mouse Sports. Oh my god, this was like peak of my viewing Counter-Strike life. When Sticko was on Mouse Sports and I was watching Counter-Strike, dude, that was such a good time to watch the game, bro.
And the very first tournament we just bombed out. It was
They kind of had a demonic group though. NIP, Gambit, Faze. What are you gonna do, bro?
The DreamHack Malmo in Sweden.
Was this, if that was Zeus Gambit, what are you gonna do?
And we had to fly
Sonny?
directly to the next event,
Sonny
which
was goated.
ESG Mykonos, right?
Dude, he's kind of forgotten about now. Sonny was so
and
fucking
we came to
good.
Greece and we somehow won the event.
The fall off is
it was
kind of
like first
crazy.
events
Oh, there
in
he is.
New Jersey. And it was last place and the first place. Okay, so it was completely wild, but we saw immediately the potential. I was by far the least experienced and least skilled.
Dude, this Mouse team was so
on that
fun.
roster. I was
Oh
very
my.
sportive element. I feel like I was still growing. Like I was.
I
learning a lot
need
from,
current day Mouse to
like,
look something
even
like this.
Chris J and Sonny and Oscar, obviously. Robs was back then in the roster. And when I speak about growing and improving, this is perfect segue to mention the sponsor of today's video, which is such a shame that they were not around. It was not even negotiating. And I think Hellraisers, at first I forgot to mention that they were really fair to me by offering me really low salary at first, but I was nobody. I had to prove myself, but Mousesports, they were already getting a player. I was already playing at major for Hellraisers, right? So they were kind of knowing what I'm all about, and they offered me pretty decent salary. I think it was fair, and then eventually we get to renegotiate for even higher, because at some point we were top 2, consistent top 5 in the world. We were always
so
hitting
good,
like
bro.
big semifinals of big events. We were losing a lot of.
Ooh. Choked at the major though, bro. 15th to 16th at London, and then went on to immediately win New York. This is where Chris J hit his clip. And then they were consistently goated for the rest of the year. I mean, they didn't win, but they were like good.
Times to Astralis. They were unfortunately having era right around that time, but we also won a couple of events. And yeah, I feel like my time on Mousesports, achievement-wise, the best results that we were getting, because we were always really deep in the tournaments. I generally
They were consistently very
no
good.
bad
It's true.
thing to say about Mousesports. There were some
W.
hiccups here and there
W.
when it came to renegotiation
Cloud9!
of the contract, but
Oh god,
I didn't.
That's
have an
my
agent. I was
team.
not part of those
I'm kind of
renegotiations
nervous.
that much.
This is when Cloud9 was a shit show too. I'm
Like,
so nervous.
We as a lineup, we were kind of negotiating with them because we were underpaid.
I'm so
for
nervous. Guys,
our
don't spoil
true
what he
rank.
says
Like,
about Cloud9.
Like we were making.
There's
money
no way it's
off
F tier.
a top 15 team while we were like a top.
They wouldn't. My
2,
boys
3,
wouldn't
4
dare be
in the
F
world.
tier.
So that was a little bit crazy, but eventually, I don't know. Maybe it changed.
Let me get to
maybe it didn't.
Cloud9.
Eventually, I got benched, which was quite unfortunate situation. I think it came from the players, but.
Okay.
Cloud9 for a bit. They had a couple of tournaments. That was the season when actually they
Come
won
on,
the major.
please, at
right?
least be.
So
At least
we were
be.
kind of getting into a major in London as a defending champion on Cloud9. However, this is straight up.
Oh!
You do not believe how good Cloud9 is as an organization.
Those
To
are my
me, as a player,
boys!
I've had everything fixed.
Those are my boys! They need to come back in the game, bro. I'm covering half the tier list. Let me move my camera again. Oh, dude, I want them to come back in the game so bad. Those are my boys. Fuck. My boys. Please come back to me. Please, please. I miss you. Hold on. Oh my god. Yo, Cloud9 A tier is so fire. God bless him. That's all that I'll say. God bless him. They're terrible in COD, offering salaries half the minimum wage. Hey, bro. Who even watching COD? I'm surprised they even getting salaries in that game. You know what I'm saying?
Everything was communicated.
They should be
clearly,
grateful.
Directly. No shenanigans, no
shenanigans,
back and forth. Everything was just like I'm talking to human beings. I liked it. There was no stress coming out from the organizational side of things. There was only stress for me to focus on the game and my own performance. I moved for a brief period to LA, where Cloud9 was based. Those 2 months, one of the best months of my life. Even though, and this is, I've never shared this by the way, 5 days before me flying to LA, I had already tickets bought. I was hospitalized for God knows what reason. I just, all of a sudden, literally it happened like this. Within 2 hours, I was having lunch with family. And within 2 hours, I'm dying in fever. But I'm like telling you a fever like I was in a volcano or something.
That is unfortunate.
So mom rushed me to hospital and they didn't even allow me to go back home to pick up my stuff. They immediately said like, this guy needs to stay here. I was in quarantine basically for 3-4 days. To this day, I have no clue.
Bro got turbo AIDS.
This was not COVID. This was like 2 years before COVID. This was... Maybe I'm patient zero. I have no freaking clue. However, I was stuck in hospital.
While eating lunch with family. That's so unfortunate.
I guess be on my phone, and I know that in 5 days I have to fly to LA to prepare for the major, right? And they're counting.
Okay, what the fuck team is this, bro? Who is this?
They were completely fine with it. They were ready to rebook the flights for later day.
Okay, that's good. I love Cloud9. W Glaze on Cloud9. Who are these fuckers, bro?
One FPL game, and I was on a team with Mike Kallela. And after that game, he added me on Steam and asked me, yo, Sika, you want to play a couple of tournaments with us? We're losing Frozen. He's going to Mouse, and we would like to compete with you. Is that fine? So I became part of the No Chance. Which is, to me, I
don't even know they were a real org, bro.
This is not an organization. I will put it in a C tier.
Okay, never mind. They're not actually an org. What?
Explain why. This is not an organization. We're just a team. We're not salaried, but I will still have to talk about this because it eventually became Godsend later on. Basically, everything was done by Mike Kallela. We had a manager. A couple of people came in, came out as managers. We were just practicing, just vibing, no stress. Well, there was no stress for me because I was still technically contracted to Mousesports. I was still getting salary from Mousesports, but they again allowed me to play for a different team, right? So I was kind of farming bench salary while playing for another team. It was a little bit stressful for my teammates because we were seeking organization. But
the
honestly,
stream scored a whopping 0.51 rating, man. That is just unacceptable.
Sure, there were disagreements.
Yo, my bad, bro. I didn't know I was LARPing as Jacob.
Whatever. We were not like swapping out players. Like, oh, we kick you because you don't even have contracts, so we take another guy. We were actually trying to make it work, and it looked like an organization from outside point of view. However, because we had to deal with everything ourselves and we had no support, it was also miserable. Very like painful to squeeze out some good practice hours, and therefore we couldn't really perform at our best. And eventually we got signed by these two dudes from music industry, you might know, Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike, these two DJ brothers. They wanted to go into esports as an organization called Smash. That's why you have actually No Chance _ Smash PNG right now on the screen. And they were interested in us, and we were, well, interested in some org, and they approached us. So we were like, well, we don't really have experience, so how is it gonna look, you know? And then we actually decided to do like a trial for them for like 2 months, and this was amazing. Let me tell you, they know how to treat people within their organization. We flew out to Ibiza, where these two guys are based, and they're doing like these parties every night, right? We hang out in their villa to sign these trial contracts. They were professionally written. Everything was so cool.
Yeah, the logo's kind of fire, bro. Yo, this is kind of sick. Madden, Sticko, Michael Lele, Crystal, and then who's this? This team is kind of fire.
Yes, we are.
They did become Godsend. That's true. That was the Godsend team.
These guys, they were huge fans of games in general. They had great managers. They were fixing everything from bootcamp stuff in Belgium, I believe, all the way to
intercourse with my wife of 5 years just dropped a major dookie.
So the only problem was really that they didn't really understand like our schedule, in my opinion, and what we need as players. We needed a lot of hours to practice. It felt like it didn't just click.
0.3 rating.
I would just say it that way. That's completely fine, in my opinion. We got offered
you gotta up the intercourse rating to at least like
at that time, which
0.86,
was and that was a brand which
at least serviceable,
was more known within esports community, and we decided to go for that. Of course, we had
Zen. Zen was the other player, and that was Devil Walk.
Also some Swedish links there, so we decided to go for Godsend, which
Devil Walk is a goat
in a B tier. Now, Godsend very much reminds me of kind of like a bedroom org. Okay, very small organization. The owners were very hands-on. They
look
based
Swedish.
in Malmo, in Sweden.
Yeah, they look very fucking Swedish.
The time when COVID hit as well. So despite all of that,
COVID
we were
godsend
still
was
like
kind of
figuring
lit.
things out, how to travel and make sure that we can
up and coming
participate
team.
in events. We actually won a
Basically
trophy
just became
in,
ends,
Ukraine
theoretically.
We were playing pretty decent.
At least
we
Madden
were
went to
qualified
ends.
for the
Close
Rio
enough.
Major, which got cancelled due to COVID. So we were doing pretty good in my opinion. As I said, the org itself was really like a couple of people. We had a chef which was cooking for us. We had good times in Sweden. The owner was, as I said, like very present with the team, but it felt like we were operating on a budget, so to speak. Sometimes we did not even get a hotel booked. I don't remember the reasons why. Maybe the hotel was overbooked or too expensive, and they offered us to stay at their houses, right? The owner house, which is like 30-minute, 40-minute walk from the bootcamp place. In fact, like you're coming into this apartment and there's like four of us sleeping on pretty much like just mattresses on the ground, and there is like,
bro, how
are
are
asking for a Wi-Fi? There's this crazy story, right? We're
how are you supposed to
tell us, oh, it's
sleep in some dude's house on just like a mattress in a living room, and then also expect it to go out and compete at the highest level in anything? Like, I feel like if I did that, I would sleep like shit and be so groggy the next day. And when I sleep like shit, I play so badly in Counter-Strike. It's not even funny, bro.
It's like, written on the router inside of the cupboard, and we open the cupboard, and there's like recreational drugs inside of the cupboard. I'm not going to like specify it. Like, I don't even know who they belong to.
Okay, this is the godsend story.
It just was very scary, eerie in some ways.
It sounds like maybe they were doing Adderall.
It was weird. It was weird. And there was this Pronax drama which got public on Twitter.
There was Pronax drama.
That,
there was Pronax drama. Okay, wow, this sounds actually scuffed as shit, bro.
Despite all of that, we were, in my opinion, performing quite well, but I've never had issues with payments, I believe. There were some stuff around stickers, but those were again like a little bit scuffy because it was for the major, which got cancelled. B tier, I think deservedly. Like, it wasn't anything spectacular, anything awesome, but at the same time we were getting by with what we can, with what budget we had. All right, next up, FPX. For me, an easy F tier. Let's talk about that. FPX is a Chinese organization.
I was just about to say, bro, they're the China org. Bro. Guys, here's what we do. We take Jam Young from Tai Lu, put him over here. Every other thing that China is involved with in Counter-Strike, put them over here, build a concrete wall, and just leave them, bro. Just leave them over there. Everything China's involved in, FPX, this recent tournament, bro. I just feel like it's always so chopped.
Right?
Why is it so chopped?
The management, higher-ups are in China. It was extremely difficult to talk with them. The time zone difference, and then the overall, like, the speed of replies.
What about G?
Like, everything
We
was
can
kind
take
of
G as well.
so delayed so many times, and we were fixing things at snail pace, legit. And it was so annoying, even when we were having sometimes calls with them, like actually like Discord calls or like Zoom calls. It was kind of hard to comprehend what was going on, or like understand. And yeah, I get it. Like, why am I putting them truly in F tier is that when I decided to sign with them, they pulled a move on me which is just like out of the movie. Let me explain, right? So when the
fuck did Sticko play on FPX? What was that FPX roster even? I mostly just remember FPX because of the Cadian situation in Heroic.
Draft contract, which at this time, finally, I had an agent, by the way. I signed with an agent just as I was going from Godsend to FPX, and it was the best decision in my life.
Basically the Godsend one? Okay.
Agency. I was signing with FPX. They signed me the draft contract, which I did not agree with. My agent did not agree with some terms. So we send it back, right? And tell them to fix things. And when eventually, after a couple back and forth, they send us the final draft, which we were happy with. I signed it. Okay, I put my name, the signature at the end of the document. And then what happens is that you send it back to them, so they sign it as well. And they did. They signed it after a couple of days. I received an email, and then my agent Jerome immediately wrote them back. We're like, this is not the contract that Sticko signed. This is not true. Please review it and explain what the hell are you doing. I look.
Where are you, dead ass? Wait, did they just made their own contract up? It's instead of signing the contract they sent them. That lands you in prison.
Looked at it, right? And
that's like hella prison time.
I scrolled through, and it was indeed one of the drafts we didn't agree on, that I was having clearly some issues with. And I scroll all the way down, and there was my signature. And I was like, did I really make such
What? All right, take these fuckers out.
That I signed this.
Put them behind
God,
a cell.
I'm so sorry, I started freaking out. But no, because when I zoomed in on this signature, it was photoshopped in. The background of that signature did not match the background of the paper or the color of the background of what the contract was written on.
Yeah, that's just straight up. That's
when
straight
I
up
saw
fraud.
this, I was like, "Holy, this is a fraud!" Right? They tried to like do like a fraudulent move, and this is, by the way, unacceptable. And I would have never noticed this. I would have never noticed this because
yeah, guys, I don't know. Maybe
like
this is a little illegal,
right? I would have not noticed it, and I would probably say, okay, that's fine. But my agent actually noticed everything, and their lawyers were on it, and they were, in the end, apologized to me and said there was like an internal communication mistake.
Oh, they forged his signature and photoshopped it onto a document he didn't sign because of internal miscommunication. Oh, okay, bro. That makes sense. Okay,
like pretty bad. I will give them a benefit of the doubt that it was an honest mistake, because they maybe sent one of the older versions of the draft to higher ups to kind of like pre-sign it, right? I don't know. I'm trying to just.
You can't justify this. They photoshopped your signature into a document, bro.
But when I scope out from this, it was like 5 years ago or 6 years ago. Holy hell, this is a fraud. And instantly there, the trust between the org and myself was broken. I was still putting 100% into the team, into the practice, into boot camps. I loved the players. We've had issues, as I said. We were, by the way, a lot of the players in FPX, we were still in no.
Okay, yeah, so this team was literally just godsend for the most part.
Godsend. This was the journey. We were all going through it. I immediately wrote my teammates,
That's
guys,
sick.
Be careful what you're signing and double check everything, because they just pulled this move on me. They might pull it on you too. So that was a heads up, and we still did our best. We did fairly well in a couple of.
Yeah, they did alright. Bro's tweaking about his org. How well can you really perform when your org's trying to scam you?
The trust was never there. I was just playing. I was just player. I was not representing the org. I was playing the game. So there's that. That's an F tier experience. Be really careful about this. And then FPX shut down. It was a COVID time, so that's understandable. They wanted to pull out of Counter-Strike, and Apex came into play. I was in the Apex for a couple of years.
Yo, surely Apex is good, right?
Of it, but the organization stayed the same, and I am putting that organization in
okay, W.
Actually,
Apex seems like it was good. Apex seems like it was good.
Let me explain why. Again, pretty small organization.
Above mouse? How is Apex above mouse?
A little bit bigger than Godsend, but Norwegian, Scandinavian, they want to do everything by the book.
This looks
no
beautiful as
scammy
fuck.
moves, everything ideal, okay? Paperwork, always great. Communication, always great. Bootcamping, traveling the world, competing in COVID environment, always great. They were always accommodating papers, whatever we needed. When someone got sick, we actually stayed in a proper quarantine. One of our teammates got COVID at the bootcamp, and we literally isolated him.
Why is
within
my shit
minutes.
tweaking, bro?
Another bootcamp room was ready for him to play.
Jacob pre the incident getting leaked. Dude, he was such a good player for so long.
A lot of the teams would not take it that seriously.
I like
Jacob.
Jacob.
They were always fine with payments, whether it was from salaries or prize money or sticker money. We've had some deals among ourselves that if we make it to the major, we're going to
see it in his eyes, bro.
Our numbers slightly.
He looks anxious. He knows. You can see it in his eyes. You can see it in his eyes. You can tell he's hiding something.
Well. So we were completely fine with that. Everything was friendly. We were on daily basis in touch with the owner, sometimes even with investors who were not really from CS. They were from football background. Very cool people. We had pretty meaningful conversations.
What the fuck? I thought that was a Chad filter at first. Oh my god. I didn't realize bro's head actually looked like that. What an animal.
every time, you know, like about anything in life.
I thought that was like a joke.
Partied a lot. Like everything was like vibing. Whatever we were doing, it was like great. You know, like good times.
What a roster,
And then
man.
obviously we had the
all
major,
Norwegians
Paris
look like
major
that.
run,
Oh,
I think that was
I didn't realize
the only
that's my
issue why
bad.
I'm not putting them in a good tier. I do not think Apex was ready for the success we brought them through that Paris major run. I think they mishandled a couple of contract situations, decisions when it comes to signing players or deciding how do we sign players or re-signing new contracts with those players. I wish we as players were maybe more involved in those things, but maybe it's a good thing we weren't. I'm not really sure. It's after all, it's their money, it's their decisions. However, I think it was a mistake that we did not secure JL before that major run, because they were in a like deep conversation about the new contract because it was about to expire. And guess what? We did the semi-final round. JL was insane. Obviously, he got a call up from Navi and he went there for, I don't know if for free, but pretty much like it was
you simply can't stay in Apex if you get the call up to Navi.
Please go to Navi, like you're going to be insane, and in the end,
and then you simply win major MVP.
He won the major MVP of the major. I do not think they were ready for that. I think they sometimes.
Are you excited for esports manager release?
With like wrong pieces.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Not really.
I think it was a little bit scuffed.
I just can't get past the UI.
Isn't good. At the time I didn't know, but I do not like when.
But I will try it at
players
least.
On the lineup
I'll give it a shot.
Manager is like very good buddies. It creates like weird synergy in the team. You know what I'm saying? It was JChem and Ken. Ken was our manager. JChem was obviously one of our star players, and they were good friends. And
maybe I'll try it on
I was
stream
friends with
and
them.
see if it's
We
fire.
were laughing all the time. Like,
I'll try it on
incredibly
stream
funny
next
people.
week.
However, it can create some weird social career interactions where one side might be favored in some capacity. I'm not sure they were, but the opportunity was there, and
get
that is
better
enough for
internet.
me to kind of
Yo, is that who I
mention
think
as a
it
kind
is,
of a
bro?
red flag. I'm not saying that players and managers shouldn't be friends, but there should be a certain limit to it.
Is that who I think it is? Hold on. Not Garmore. Bro, who are you, bro? Dude, someone brought you up to me the other day. Cause I didn't know you existed until yesterday, and I saw your shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're kind of a young prodigy when it comes to being an editor. You actually do a good job with the edits and the thumbnails.
I will.
And it's kind of, dude, it's cool having a clips channel. I've never,
like 3-4 months. We were
I did not think I would have one of those.
Scene by far, we were even competing some online international.
I respect what you're doing though, bro. You're genuinely like good thumbnails, good editing.
We're like clearly the best team in the region. And then we had a LAN. It looks like a show match, but we had a LAN.
It's actually very
on top
cool.
Of Rich in capital of Slovakia, Bratislava. At the top, there's like a restaurant.
Thank you, Goat.
It's
like me running it. No shot.
At the top, we were playing.
Dude, I was geeking the other day. I thought that shit was
so
so
show
cool.
Matches, I'm telling you, but it was actually a final against a good team, and it was a best of 3. We were freezing and everything, like it was impossible to play, but we played, we won that, and we got a check, which was, I don't remember how much, like a couple $100.
He's
per
like red,
person on the team, and never saw
yeah,
that.
it's like red Under Armour.
We won that. The owner of the team back then, Kubrahet or whatever, he just took the money, bagged the money, and dipped. Never saw it. We never saw the salaries. And when I spoke about this on like stream back then, or
okay,
on
wait,
social,
hold. How did we get to this
the
point,
season
bro?
was
What
starting,
happened?
and
We like
skipped. I would say.
We like skipped through hello this video. I did not mean to do that.
Actually came into the team because they were
Okay,
like having
let's see what
troubles with the
Monty is.
roster. I think that team was generally run by the players only, which again creates weird synergy because Voro was also the IGL and the Oper, the star player, and kind of like the guy behind
Voro
the
was
middle,
everything.
which made it again a little bit more difficult, you know, at some deeper level. And I just felt like we weren't really working well. We didn't click well. We're arguing a lot, in my opinion. Like we weren't really productive, and no one was there to kind of like whip the lash to make an order. And
My
we were
PC
going
is
to
running
IM
so
Dallas,
chuddy
which
today.
we bombed out last place, and we almost beat Vitality. Actually, we choked like a 13-2 lead or something on Nuke. And I spoke with manager Dennis. Shout out to you, brother. And I asked him like, "What the hell?"
I
is
need to
going on in
restart
this
after
team? Like,
stream.
there's
It'll be
so
after this
many,
video.
Like weird problems, and everything is swept under the rug. No one is actually talking with people about the problems. Everyone is like scared of opening up. What is going on? No one wants to play their roles that they are assigned to. Like everyone wants like one week they want to play that, next week they want to play that, and it's a mess. And yeah, I didn't get an answer of it. He was like, yeah, I agree, like it is mess. And eventually they pulled the trigger on that. They went for a complete rebuild.
Ooh.
They got a Polish roster for a bit, pulled the plug
That
on
was
that.
so
But
chopped.
right now, I really like where Monte is heading in general. I think they have very good international roster, which looks budget, but actually they're at the major. they seem like a good bunch. I think Monte, like that was generational save of the organization. I don't know what really happened, but I'm happy for them.
Have you done your top 20 list? I kind of did the other day, yeah.
When I was there, that was not.
I was looking at Maui's.
Run by players.
I was looking at Maui's list, and I was kind of editing his list to what I thought it would be.
Weird. I don't know. Just a weird. I was there only for like 2 months, so other than that,
I should have saved it because like I basically was just what my list was gonna be.
Inner Circle, which was my last team.
Inner Circle
professionally for, and they are going into
C tier.
the
Seems
C
valid.
This is maybe undeserved a little bit because Inner Circle literally formed with our team coming in. Very new to run an organization, I would say. However, I have to say the best organization I've been part of when it comes to media presence and media days. Everything so professional. I was actually flown out to Warsaw to film like a full media day of 2 videos. I was flown there and it looked like I was shooting a Netflix series. Professional crew, actually script. I had to learn the script. It was very good.
This looks like an ESL skit.
Team, it felt like very hands-off. Like they let us do whatever we wanted to do. I was the IGL of that team, and I do
FPX
believe
is disgusting. Yeah, dude, FPX is evil, bro.
People skipping practice.
You were just talking like this current tournament.
Like that, you know, there was no order.
The evil Chinese businessmen, man.
Like on the server, we were trying to cook.
Why are there so many evil Chinese businessmen?
But at the same time, the vision of the players itself was just not there. And the biggest mistake, in my opinion, why this happened was that we just signed wrong players in the first place, and that is also on me. But we were kind of pressured that the season was starting, and we were building a new team, completely new team from scratch, 0 VRS points. So who the hell wants to join us, right? We were getting left with pieces that were kind of like
I'm gonna crash out, dude. I'm restarting my PC as soon as this is over.
Treated as equally. It was a weird mess, and we definitely should have gone for like a tryout period, but we didn't have time for that. And after 1 season, I think deservedly so, we did not continue. There were a couple of players which I'm still friends with to this day, but honestly, it was very hard to perform in a team like Inner Circle.
I know they're still brothers. They have to be
part of it. That's why I put them in the C tier. It was very hard, but they're not F tier. The F tier though goes for Fraternitas. You probably don't know this logo, guys. This is my very first team. This is not even a professional team. I said that this video will be
Fraternitas.
I lied, because Fraternitas happened before Hellraisers. That was my big Czechoslovakian team where we actually were supposed to get money. Okay, why I want to talk about this is because another fuckery kind of happened.
The evil.
We did not have contracts. I know on paper this was not a professional team, but we were promised a salary. We were promised a salary, but I never expected it. It was
okay. It's over, bro. Joining a team, promised a salary, no contract, pack it up.
Salary back in the day, I was like 18, 19 years old. I just moved out.
B-roll footage. What? $5,000 camera ass B-roll footage. Holy moly!
University. I could really use some.
This is
money,
so clean.
To compete. However, we did not sign anything, so I was okay. Like if I'm not getting the money, I don't have any leverage. I will never see it. Okay, but I gave it a try. We gave it a try for like 3-4 months. We were best in the Czechoslovakian scene by far. We were even competing some online international tournaments, and we were beating a good team.
We
were
2 bans.
We were like clearly the best team.
1.5 bans.
And then we had a LAN. It looks like a show match, but we had a LAN on top of Rich in capital.
What is this? Is this actual footage
of Slovakia, Bratislava? At the top, there's like a red.
What the fuck?
It looks like a UFO.
That's insane, bro.
And at the top, we were playing.
They played a LAN up here.
It looked like a show match, as I'm telling you, but it was actually a final against a good team.
How the fuck are you supposed to lock in during this, bro? I mean, that's cool,
but
like...
Best of 3, we were freezing and everything, like, it was impossible to play, but we played, we won that, and we got a check, which was, I don't remember how much, like a couple $100 per person on the team, and never saw that money. We won that. The owner of the team back then, Kubrahet or whatever, he just took the money, bagged the money, and dipped. Never saw it. We never saw the salaries.
For a band. All that for, like, a band. 2 bands. We can't be serious, bro. Scam these fuckers out of 2 bands. If you gonna scam a motherfucker, at least let it be like 20 bands. I mean, what are we doing?
When I spoke about this on like stream back then or on socials back then, I just mentioned it. I wasn't even complaining. I didn't even want to bring it up. I just mentioned it. I got instantly threats, emails that I will be taken to the court. By the way, I'm literally 18 or 19 at this time. I'm a kid and I'm receiving these threats like, you're gonna get dragged to court. This is like a defamation. I do not owe anything to you guys. I never said I did. I just said how it is. You promised us something. You didn't sign we get it. We're not gonna get these salaries or prize money, which is weird because, by the way, we had this suspicion and we told the organizer of that event on the top of the bridge that we have a suspicion that this guy might not pay us. Can you instead give us the money, like directly to the players' accounts, right? And it didn't work like that. So understandably, we were kind of mad about it, but we didn't have anything. As I said, it was not a lot of money. It was a substantial amount of money.
It was a band. Bro scammed all those fellas for a band. I mean, don't get me wrong, like a band is a lot of money, but come on, bruh. We can't be threatening motherfuckers to go to court and doing all that for a band.
But it was not like something I would freaking go on Twitter and expose this guy because he's just nobody. But I think it's funny to talk as a 30-year-old or whatever he was to like a kid that I'm gonna take you to court because of defamation. So easily an F tier. I don't know if he's still around. If he is, he probably will threaten me for this video as well. Can't wait. So yeah, there are my stories, but remember, there are...
Wow. My goodness. My goodness gracious, bro. Yeah, literally scamming children. 30-year-old scamming children out of one band. Threatening to take them to court. That's just... I mean, that's just not real life. I can't actually believe what I'm hearing right now, bro. Holy fuck. Alright, guys, yo. I'm gonna go make some dinner, okay? W stream today. What did we learn? Jay Boner is the GOAT. Faze is horrible. Hobbit is the greatest player of all time. And we need to eliminate China. And evil 30-year-old Czech businessman scamming children out of a band. We can't be fucking serious. My God. Yo, fellas. Have a good night, okay? I will see you Friday probably. And esports game comes out next week. So maybe we'll give it a try on stream. We'll see how good it is, okay? Yo, have a good night, Squadron.